Also makes an excellent short-range throwing weapon. Let's see how this works.
So, what do we think got him? The biro glancing off his shoulder, or the 3 bullets to the chest? Well, the pen might be mightier than the sword, but it looks like it's struggling to compete with the Glock 9mm. So, making it stick there. With each copy sold, Michael Janich is worth a little bit more, and the houses in his street worth a little bit less. Welcome back to Help Yourself, where so far we've learnt the special skills of how to make people laugh.
You never heard about a blue-eyed Hungarian gypsy before?
And how to make people cry.
Pull their pants down. It's a fun thing to do.
Well, if you know which video we're featuring next, then you don't need to buy a copy.
Let's follow a day in the life of a medium. In the morning you wake up and you get on the bus and you pick up someone else's nervousness who's sitting 2 seats behind you. In the afternoon you're working in your office and someone's angry and you feel frustrated. By evening you're at a bar and you feel confused.
And at night you're strapped to a trolley and wheeled back to your padded cell. So much for the preamble. It's time to put our psychic powers to the test.
Let's try something together. And after we do this exercise, you can create your own variations of it to practice at home. Take a piece of paper and a pencil and list the 5 objects I have here on the tray. Study the objects for a minute.
What a weird collection of objects.
Make yourself familiar with them.
Like a serial killer's starter pack.
Now Debbie will remove the tray and rearrange the 5 objects in a whole new and different order. You're going to use your own clairvoyant abilities to see just where each object is on the tray.
Don't know about you, but I'm seeing the scissors in the back of her neck.
Let's look at the results. Pad and paper, scissor, gloves, glasses, and sand dollar. Remember, you're just doing this once, so if you didn't get anything right, it doesn't mean you're not psychic. Just practice and get better.
Yes, just rewind the tape and try again. You'll be amazed at how your psychic powers improve. Now, if, like listener, you've run out of living people willing to talk to you, why not try a Ouija board?
So let's see what this particular spirit has to say to us.
This is clearly the spirit of Mr. Sheen.
Well, with this particular spirit for a long time, we don't usually have to stop and spell out every letter. We can show you, though, if the spirit's willing to, and he's saying yes.
Sorry, did anyone hear him say yes? Can we just pick that up again?
We can show you, though, if the spirit's willing to, and he's saying yes.
No, still not getting it. Still, if the Ouija board lets you down, how about playing cards?
For this telepathic exercise, I'm using cards I designed with several different symbols.
Incidentally, this is how Sean Lloyd does the 5-day weather forecast.
I will be the sender and send you the image on the card by visualizing it and either seeing or repeating the name of the card in my head and sending it out through the screen in my forehead through my focal center to you. Ready? Let's begin. I'm sending the first image to you through my focal center out to you. I want you to keep your minds clear, open your focal centers, and receive it.
Is it Mrs. Looney the psychic? Litany Burns there. I sort of sensed that she would turn out to be bonkers. Spooky.
Until next time, practice and follow your dreams.
She's psychic, and yet she thinks there's going to be a next time. Now, arguably, a lot of these people with dubious special skills have simply got too much time on their hands. So much time, for example, that they spend it thinking up 47 different ways to do something that barely merits 2. Yes, why not spend time honing your napkin art skills and ensure your dinner party guests have things to talk about over their meal, like hasn't he gone to pieces since the divorce? The napkin origami master himself is one Bill Virchis. And when you've seen what follows, you'll be glad there is only one Bill Virchis.
I'm Bill Virchis. I've been a theater director and actor for over 30 years, and I appreciate drama in many forms. which is why I am pleased to be your host for Fold-Along Napkin Art. I've been amazed at how a special napkin fold dramatically transforms even a simple place setting into a very special one.
Yes, let's see some napkin folding in action. Luckily, we're spoilt for choice. 47 choices to be precise. One of the most exciting being number 7, the tent. By day, napkin artist. By night, snooker referee. Incidentally, if the music's getting to you, then take 2 napkins, fold them and stuff them into both ears. So, here's a quick recap. Take your napkin, make a fold, then fold your napkin, make another fold, fold again, fold the napkin, make another fold, and fold again, and there you are. A folded napkin. Some of the other 46 stunning designs include the Space Shuttle, the Arum Lily, and finally Bill's pièce de résistance,
the tuxedo. With its construction paper bow tie, it's a fancy fold that will draw oohs and ahs.
That's ooh as in ooh, not another one, and ah as in ah is at the time I must be going. So 47 designs to impress people there, though after you spent the first half of a romantic dinner folding your napkin into a space shuttle, the chances of getting another 46 dates are pretty remote. Still, I wonder if Bill Virches has ever met Baz Rutten. How do we think Baz would ever react to the question, are you interested in napkin folding? Well, our next offering is taken from the huge range of skiing products on offer. Not a particularly specialist area, you might think, but it all depends on where you do the skiing. Now, the title may conjure up the image of a miserable child in full skiing gear being forced across the living room carpet by a domineering father, and there's a very good reason for that.
Lift it up, boom, lift it up, boom, lift it up.
But how do you best replicate the thrill and unpredictability of speeding down an icy slope? Our host, Craig, has an ingenious solution.
Have you ever imagined...
And the indoor ski lift is even more authentic. Though the ski jump down the banisters was, on reflection, a mistake. Incidentally, the presenter, Craig Beck, is currently working on the sequel, Teach Your Child to Skydive in the Garage. Of course, many of the people featured so far have not so much special skills as special needs. But our next presenters, we like to think, have both. Yes, it's the everyman guide to the gentle art of attracting elk. Our expert is an animal lover who loves them so much that he wants to kill them, cut their heads off and hang them on a wall. As any expert knows, there are 2 ways to make a noise like an elk. First, and by far the best, is to be an elk. The second is to buy some elk calling equipment.
This one I use for the cow calling. It's a real high-pitched little call, but I'll sit there with it and do calf and cow both with it. Just a lot of times with the 2 of them, I'll do this. I'll go. It's like 2 answering. And get talking back and forth to myself and turning my head this way and turning my head that way. And just those light little cow calls to bring the elk in.
Of course, hunting is a classic form of male bonding. So for any women curious to know exactly what men talk about when they're alone together, that clip was taken moments before Michigan's biggest ever elk stampede, in which 2 men were tragically killed. Or, if you prefer, amusingly killed. Well, that's all the help you're going to get to help yourself this week. Of course, there are various ways of signing off, as we've seen. You could have gone for something psychic.
Until next time, practice and follow your dream.
But instead, we've gone for something psychopathic.
And I go, whoop, like this, and I slit your throat, and it's over and out.
Still, you should be thankful we could have opted for a song about napkin folding. Good night.
You fold your pretty napkins, fluff the pretty flowers. Now the lights can go a little bit low. You wanted something special for someone special. Now you know that everything's right.
Tomorrow, more self-help. In fact, they've been helping themselves too much. Now it's the first weigh-in for the Celebrity Get Fitters. Then from dog showing to clubbing in Ayia Napa, 2 more families are driven barking mad in Holiday Showdown, and it's supersized surgery at 10.